Hello, beautiful people. This is emergency broadcast. I saw a recent video of the Dutch oak. His recent videos is really disturbing because his face is swollen and puffy, a cause for concern. It reflects something health-wise, some issues internally. Obviously, it's not just a pretty face. This is really a matter to resolve as soon as possible, because we don't want to see another bite the dust, and he's really a good guy. So essentially what happens, his face is puffy, really swollen. It's not typical him, and usually he's lean, which is maybe the cause for all that. It's just rebound, but it's not. It's more than that, because after that initial stage when he was just puffy, he released the video when he says that he really feels down. He got pain in the elbows, in the muscles, you name it. So he puts it down to the inflammation, overall inflammation. He decided to let go a bit. So he's still training, but not going into the extremes, not going into the infamous failure. But it's not enough. I mean, this is really dangerous situation. It's life-threatening situation. And what it is, in my opinion, I think it's a mild case of muscle degradation due to intense training, due to unhealthy diet. Also, he thinks it's healthy diet, but it's unhealthy diet. I'll explain why in a minute. So basically, this condition called rhabdomyolysis, how I pronounce it right, but this is, obviously I'm not a doctor, but you have to, I'm a biologist, but you have to know general condition in the field that you profess in. This happens to a lot of bodybuilders. So what happens when you exercise a lot, when you exercise extremely hard, your muscles start to break down more than usual, and the product of this breakdown causes all sort of mayhem in the body. Specifically of concern is the autoimmune reaction, and it clogs up kidney filtration channels and obviously intoxicates the body with the products of degradation and with the suboptimal functioning of the kidneys. And usually it manifests in the blood, in the urine, and other symptoms. And however, there are mild cases, and specifically it can vary in different symptoms. So my urgent advice to him: stop training at all. Not like easing it down. Like, for what? For that you sacrifice your life, your health, and training every day. I refer to the prominent bodybuilder Kevin Levroni, for example. He trained specifically to the competition. So as soon as he done Olympia, he's off everything. He stopped training. He just lived as a normal human being, and still he was top-notch bodybuilder. I mean, today he would be Mr. Olympia 5 years in a row, as you know. And still, so that shows that this conventional approach, like you train every day, every year, you grind, as Dorian Yates started, this is really unhealthy. And the volume of Dorian Yates training was much less than Dutch Oak's training. So that was low volume approach. This is why he could get away with that, probably. But this muscle breakdown is really dangerous. And he should talk to the doctor, obviously. There are some signs, like some blood test that you can take but this masked by the normal elevation of these parameters in the athletes. You can take some test and see the protein in the urine, see the other parameters, creatine, but normally this masked by the bodybuilder's lifestyle. Oh, but about the lifestyle, I think what might be the case that the diet that he does exacerbate the condition. So I think as he is a fan of Coach Steve, and Coach Steve is a proponent of keto diet, I think it might be the case that Wesley takes the keto diet as a daily routine as well, which is completely uh, goes against any health parameters for the bodybuilder specifically, because keto diet is medicinal. This is my point of view. I mean, this is you can come to this conclusion if you look into the literature and to the research and everything. I know there's some sect psychology around this, but this is what it is. Keto diet is medicinal. It's great diet for specific purpose. You cannot do it every day. It's really unhealthy and kills people. This is the bias of the survival. So people that die from this, they don't report. But people who got healthier because of this report. But in many of those cases, any change in the diet, so getting rid of, say, processed food would do miracles for people. But then they go to the one extreme and they profess it's like, oh, this is keto diet specifically, which is not the case. I mean, I almost died from. I mean, I had a heart attack, so keto diet exacerbated my condition. I had stress running for 3 months because of some stomach issues, and keto diet didn't help at all. And I researched it extensively, and these basic biological parameters that direct you to this conclusion. Anywho, all prominent bodybuilders who survive to this day, who can show great health, they actually avoided fats. So fats in the diet, they exacerbate the oxidative stress, oxidative load on the body. And if you're in that condition, when you are overloaded with stress, with oxidative stress, with the breakdown of your own tissue that intoxicating you, this is just another straw that can break the camel's back. So I would advise to go to the doctor, obviously, and look into taking specific vitamins and minerals. Maybe another thing, I just speculate, I don't know. Omega-3, if he takes it in the right amount, because this is really tricky as the keto diet. If you too much and too little is bad. So too much can lead to destabilization of the membrane and can actually lead to the oxidative stress, probably destabilization of the membrane, definitely, and that leads to the destabilization of the function of the cells. And heart issues, omega-3 causes heart arrhythmias. And then too little is bad as well, but normally, like conventional dosages that's too much. So people just throw them in as candies, which is completely wrong. And then I would take aspirin. It's my opinion of what someone should do in this case. Aspirin definitely, because it prevents death from clotting. In this condition, clotting is the main cause of concern, and aspirin is the best way to do this. And people are afraid it can interfere with your digestive function, but taking, say, 2 times 150 milligrams a week for a limited amount of time, completely fine. So what else? Yeah. Okay. I just woke up. I've been busy with some research. I didn't post a lot of videos at all. A lot of happened health-wise and some wonderful findings. I done my blood test. Amazingly, my testosterone at the blood test was 1,100 without any effort, much of effort. And again, I took AI once to 2 weeks, and that was 1/4 of a daily dose. So that wasn't the main cause. That was the lifestyle and the diet, minerals and vitamins, specific minerals and vitamins, and specific mindset. I will tell you when I do video on my blood test. So I hope this helps. Wesley Vissors, you get well as soon as possible. You are admired by a lot of people, and you're a good guy. I wish you all the best. And please look into this. You should stop training at all. Stop training at all. You'd rather take water procedures like a bath, but again without chlorine. Maybe some Epsom salt, like magnesium salt in there. You need to take a lot of liquid. You drink a lot of liquid, but mineralized liquid, but not mineralized like calcium and magnesium. More like potassium and a little bit of salt, but not. I mean, you need to overhaul all your diet. So maybe you take a lot of salt. Maybe you don't take a lot of salt. Maybe you deficient in the salt. But definitely your tissue is breaking down. You need to stop what you're doing completely. Be well and well. I'm just reporting on my current